Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Today we are going to be learning about central idea and details. In elementary school, you might have remembered referring to central idea as main idea. So let's take a look and see. We're actually going to be looking at how to find the central idea, not just in paragraphs in nonfiction, but also in entire pieces and entire articles. And basically how to read smarter, okay? Our essential question, how do I identify the central idea and supporting details of a nonfiction text? And remember, this is a stepping stone that's going to help us to be able to write a really good summary as well. So, keep that in mind that we're just building on our skills here. There we go. All right, so as you go through this video with me, please pull up the assignment that's attached, and you are going to be typing in the notes that are written in the red font, okay? So everything that's in the red font, you are actually writing those into or typing those into the document. So central idea is the big point the writer is communicating. It is the main idea, the big idea, okay? Often the main idea is in the title, okay, or it's part of the title. For example, why doctors deserve more dollars will include reasons for that idea, okay? So why doctors deserve more money, basically, okay? So central idea is kind of like a roof, if you think of an image, okay? It covers the rest of the house. It's big enough to include everything that belongs in the text, but it's not too big for the text. So we don't have things that don't belong there, okay? So you can see there the picture, the main idea is the roof, and then the supporting details are kind of like the supports for the roof, okay? So there's other things that you could think of that might work for you to imagine the relationship, like a bridge, right? And the supports for a bridge, okay? And I'm sure there's other pieces of architecture and other things that you could think of as supporting a main structure, okay? We're gonna come back to that at the end of our lesson today. That's why I'm kind of telling you about how we could imagine the main idea and supporting details in an image. So central idea is like the heart of the text or the paragraph. So in your notes, you have a blank box and you can draw a little heart in there. And you can put in supporting details because they should tell us more about the main or central idea, okay? Make sure you're adding those red words to your note sheet. So in order to really understand central idea and the difference between central idea and supporting details, we kind of have to understand the difference between general and specific. Earlier this year, we talked about generalizations, and we said that they were really broad terms. So, of course, general statements are going to be broad statements, and then supporting ideas will be more specific. So here we have two things, a potato and vegetable. Which word is the most general word there? Take a moment and circle that on your note sheet. You can use your draw tool to circle which one, or you can highlight which word you think is more general. Hopefully you circled vegetable, okay? Because a vegetable is a more general term than a potato. A potato is more specific, okay? So that's what we're talking about with general. General is more broad, specific is more detailed. So here we have some other examples. We have a sign that says fresh foods, and then we have vegetables and we have fruit, and then there are specific fruits and vegetables. So the overall sign that says fresh foods, that's a general term. These are all foods. General still is fruit and vegetables, okay? Those are general terms. Now, once we start to break those down and give specific fruits and specific vegetables, those are specific terms, okay? So just remember, general is going to be more like your central idea. It's going to be more general, broad. And specific is going to be more like your supporting details. They're going to be more specific. So what is the topic then? And we just discussed this when we talked about theme with our poetry. Topic is the general subject of the text. So to find the topic, ask yourself, who or what is this passage about? That's exactly what we did with our poetry, okay, when we decided on the topic. This can be expressed in a word or phrase. So it's usually 1 or 2 words, a topic, right? Okay, so it's usually short, okay? Like if you are reading a passage about cheetahs, okay? And maybe it tells you that cheetahs are the fastest land mammal, okay? But we know that this passage is just about cheetahs. Then the topic is just cheetahs, okay? Then we have topic sentences. And when we did our writing, when we had our writing unit, we talked about topic sentences and how our topic sentence tells you what the rest of the paragraph is about, okay? So let's take a look at this passage here. It's actually a paragraph. You're going to try to find the topic sentence. It says, homeless people have many problems. In winter, it's hard to stay warm and gets too hot in the summer. It's also hard to keep things safe without a home. Worst is the lack of privacy, okay? So go ahead and highlight what you think the topic sentence is in this paragraph. Hopefully, you highlighted this sentence. Homeless people have many problems. This is general, okay? They have many problems. That's a general statement, okay? And that would be, a topic sentence would be more general, okay? And then the details that come after would be more specific, okay? So let's keep going. So supporting details then. So the details of the central idea tell us who, what, when, where, and why. So take a moment and write these down in your notes or type these into your notes, okay? So this is what the central idea tells us, all right? So the supporting details prove the value of the central idea. So what are the supporting details in that paragraph that we just read? So here we have, homeless people have many problems. In winter, it's hard to stay warm and it gets too hot in the summer. It's also hard to keep things safe without a home. Worst is lack of privacy. So take a moment and highlight. There are many things. There are actually 1, 2, 3, 4 supporting details that you can highlight in this text. Hopefully, you highlighted in the winter, it's hard to stay warm, too hot in summer, hard to keep things safe, and there's a lack of privacy, okay? So make sure you have those highlighted before you move on. So, do we get the point about this? Let me read this out loud to you and see if it makes any sense to you. Engineers create wealth for society, so tennis is a game, and the resources of the earth are scarce. Have you gone mad? Thus, the only solution is to educate the public on being socially responsible. This is a crazy paragraph. It was difficult to understand because the ideas did not link. It was just a mesh of all types of different ideas. Okay, there was no common thread, no central idea. So, normal passages have central ideas, and that's a good thing because we want organization and we want to be able to understand what we're reading. Okay? So, to summarize, central idea is the big idea or common thread that holds things together. They're general ideas. The central idea are broad general ideas. They're not details, and they're not specific. Okay? Supporting details are common facts that help us explain the central idea. They're specific items, and they all point to one main idea. Okay? And then finally, we have a little math equation that if you like math, maybe this will kind of help you understand supporting ideas and central idea. So we have supporting detail plus supporting detail plus supporting detail plus supporting detail equals the central idea. So you add up all your supporting details, and you should be able to come up with the central idea of the text, okay? So hopefully you get all these red words typed or written into your notes. And then you can complete the Padlet exit slip. On this exit slip, you are going to click the link for Padlet. You are going to do two things. You're going to type a 1, and you're going to define, which means what does it mean? What is the central idea, and what are supporting details? Okay? And you do that in your own words. Then you're going to draw a picture to show the relationship between the central idea and the supporting details. Okay? On Padlet. All right? So, have fun doing this. Hopefully you got a refresher on central idea from elementary school, because we're going to be applying this tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.